What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the S&P 500. Yesterday's episode, we talked about why February I felt was so bullish for cryptocurrency. Not only is February my birthday month, and let's see if you guys can figure out which day my birthday is, and I'll shout you guys out in tomorrow's video. But also we are starting to see from the past couple of days a bullish break above some massive resistances, which ultimately are pointing us in the direction of a bull market. And just yesterday, we started to see that volume trickle down in. We're starting to see most of these cryptocurrencies start to pump up a little bit higher. So I do want to spend quite a bit of time today looking at the short-term price analysis as well as the long-term price analysis. Kind of give you guys my general consensus of how high we were going. I feel like in the comments a lot yesterday, you guys were asking me how high we could be going. So I'm going to try to find out the best scenario for prices in February. Otherwise, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel as we're about to hit 27,000 subscribers today. Make sure to turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. And feel free to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can just DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. All right, guys, so as you can see, I'm on the current coin market cap, and honestly, we look really good. Top 10 cryptocurrencies, everything is in green. XRP is up 15%, which we beautifully called yesterday. We are starting to see Bitcoin move up, Ethereum move up. We're seeing Cardano explode 17% with Chainlink and Binance trailing right behind it. But honestly, XRP is a big focus. I'm sure a lot of you guys are seeing XRP up 60% in the past week and 15% today, and I do want to talk about this more in today's video. To jump right into the video, you can see the technical analysis. We're having a beautiful play to the upside off of the past couple of days. So you can see basically the main reason I started to tabulate that we were starting to see what could be a reversal back to the upside is not only based on XRP, but we can look at other cryptocurrencies. I believe like Doge was a good example of bullish breaks. So hopefully this loads in real quick and then I can show you guys the reference. Otherwise, I'll just continue explaining what I'm referring to. But I guess this is loading in really quick right now. Let's type in Doge let's do US dollar. Hopefully this loads up. If it doesn't populate, we're just going to have to stick with XRP. But basically, if you looked at Doge or these other big cryptocurrencies that were massively manipulated in price, they had a very similar pattern that we could base off of. And I apologize for this not loading in. It is what it is. But to just get the general consensus, usually, and what I've noticed in crypto from the 4 years that I've been in it, making videos every day, we started to notice a very interesting pattern. Usually after these massive surges in price, whether it was manipulation, whether it was just mere consolidation, and this is what was the outcome. We started to see after a massive, ripple to the upside, coincidental, that ripple in XRP, but we started to see this massive ripple, and I've kind of taken notice and what I call a ripple effect in regards to the fact that after massive surges to the upside, we see a big correction to the downside, just like bouncing a basketball. And after you slam that basketball down, you start to see a big jump. We come down and we see a bigger jump or a smaller jump following it after. No, it doesn't go as high, but it usually trails us a little bit higher up. And, just because the market was so undervalued, people start buying in, anticipating buying at the bottom. And then usually we start to see the prices swing back to the upside. And as you can see, just yesterday, we retested 48 cents, which was great, starting from a bottom of 37. So we're actually up fairly good right now, 45 cents. I did discuss that there was a kind of a top at about 50 cents. So I do think we're in the right direction. I also do believe we're going to continue to head up higher based on looking at these other cryptocurrencies I'm going to explain in a second. But obviously, definitely make sure to check out Bityard. I've been using this to buy long, sell short, basically create all my trade positions. It's pretty much the best thing. And this goes for all you guys that are beginners. I have a lot of friends asking me, how do I buy in, things of that nature. I always recommend using Bityard. Not that I favor this over others, but just because I've had the best experience with Bityard. They offer this demo account, which is right here, and basically it gives you $100,000 in your balance that you can trade around with and just test your skills, see if you can, manage to make some profitable trades, increase your amount of money. And after you get a few good trades in and you develop your own patterns and techniques, you can then, apply it to the market buying in. But if you're more of an average, or I don't want to say average, but a more advanced trader, you're not at that beginner level yet, then definitely recommend using this because they offer tons of different cryptocurrencies. Not only that, they offer XRP to leverage trade, and not only that, they offer XRP to buy in the US, which is great. On their spot trading, you literally click on XRP wherever that is right here. You then click market and you can buy it. You deposit USDT or you can deposit Bitcoin into the website. You convert it into USDT and then you can buy XRP, which is great, and you can withdraw it or send it wherever. So it's pretty cool. This is a great way to trade around with your XRP, and it's definitely something I recommend because a lot of people have XRP in their Coinbase wallets and they don't know where to do it or sell it, things of that nature. You can transfer it to the Bityard address. You can convert it into Bitcoin and then cash it out in Coinbase. So I definitely recommend it. I did link Bityard in the description. They also offer buying and selling short, leverage trading, as well as, just being able to create those market and limit orders for your advanced traders out there. So I definitely recommend Bityard. Link is in the description if you want to check them out. Highly recommend you do because they offer a ton of stuff, unlike some other exchanges. But to move into the other cryptocurrencies, like I said with XRP did hit the bottom and it's starting to swing up. Honestly, I would say it's very quick. We could really hit, I can see 50 cents within the next 4 or 5 days, to be honest with you guys, within XRP. A monthly average, we got a lot of time. We're talking about all the way over here. There's a lot of crap that can happen between these days. I just want to give you guys a quick price range. Definitely is going to be the hardest one to, figure out and dive into for XRP because of how volatile the coin is, which is great for us. But you can see this is how much time we have to fill in. There's a lot of stuff that can happen here. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up coming back up and retesting 60 cents only if the market allowed us to. The only way I can see XRP hitting prices as high as 60 cents would be if we see, let's say, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the other cryptocurrencies to start to pump up with it. It should carry and pull out XRP as well. So to jump into those cryptocurrencies, Ethereum looks great, starting to break bullish. You can see it's actually doing exactly what we called. After the point of breakout, we're up about, I would say we had a time of 18, almost 19% gains, which is incredible. And I do think long term, we're going to definitely start to see some bigger retestments and bigger moves within February and within Ethereum and these other cryptos. So we do have quite a bit of time. Definitely harder to give you guys my biggest jump. How high could the prices hit? You can see this is 156% gain. So if we put this over the top and went up 156%, yeah, we can see a massive run. We're talking about easily into the $2,000 range. This is what 156% looks like to you guys. 156% is about $2,200. It's damn well possible we could easily see prices hit this. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do. Granted, we're breaking out of a massive ascending triangle that broke bullish. There's a very good chance we could head up higher, but it's definitely going to take a slower long-term growth. So realistically, if we see maybe $2,000 by the end of February, I'd be very happy moving forward. But I do think that due to the fact that we're hitting resistances right now on Ethereum, we're hitting this overbought market, we're kind of overextended on the MACD, we may see some small consolidation before then and just kind of slowly teeter-totter ourselves up, something along the lines of this. Would be more predictable and easier to balance out. So definitely consider that. And let's see if we start to head back down, because if we do, we can always extend this uptrend right here that we used on the bottom and use it as a reference to climbing and scaling ourselves to the upside. I just want to jump into the weekly. Not sure if it's going to load. It does. Very nice. You can see we're definitely extremely above our moving averages here, but we don't look too bad, honestly. I think once this weekly candle closes on Sunday, we're going to start to open up and move even higher. So there's definitely some good news for Ethereum, and I think all these other cryptocurrencies are going to follow through. I think Bitcoin is going to retest $40,000 easily by the end of February. Notice this ends right here. February ends right around this area. So we have more than half of this ascending triangle to form a resistance. And what's great too is this ultimately is telling us that we are setting higher lows. So the prices are moving higher and higher and higher. So honestly, we can either go straight up today or tomorrow to retest 40,000, or we could dump. All I know for sure is if we do retest before the closing of this coin, which is the end of March, if we retest resistance here at $41,000, expect to see correction back down. This would be a great opportunity to short the coin on Bityard, and then expect to see it dump back down to here. Vice versa. If we hit resistance here, there's a good chance support is going to carry us up. So this would be a good opportunity to buy long and anticipate a run to the upside. Right now, it's not that viable. I wouldn't recommend buying in to Bitcoin just yet, due to the fact that I'm a conservative trader and I don't really want to push people to buy in here where the markets could dump or correct up. I'd rather not play the guessing game on these when I can guarantee you that if we retest resistance up here, we're going to dump lower. And if we hit bottom support here, we're going to swing back to the upside. That's where I'm going to be buying in at. Now, I'm no financial advisor. I don't recommend, you guys to take, I don't know how to explain it. I'm no financial advisor. I don't, take my information with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Don't, just base all your trading information off YouTube. It's not the smartest idea. But, definitely make your own decision. Look at a bunch of different YouTubers besides me. Figure it out. And then, make an educated, decision and figure it out. That's pretty much my advice to you guys. I'm basically just telling you my positions on the market and then how I trade off that. I share it on Patreon, which is also linked in the description. Those are where I put my trades. But for just, it helps me talk out loud and figure out what exactly I'm doing, and I like sharing it with you guys. That's the reason I make these videos. But I do think we could see, obviously, it's going to be we're going to see it in the comments, a pump to the upside. We're going to see either that or that. It's known. But what we do know is that consolidation at some point is going to send us like this. This is the pattern we're looking for until we fill in the gap here, and then the apex is going to break us bullish or bearish. We'll deal with this when the time comes. We have another 2 months till then. But for right now, we can capitalize off the runs that happen in between the point of breakout. How do we do that? We buy in for a short at this resistance, and we buy in for a long at this support. Obviously, we need the daily candle to close below here, and obviously we need the daily candle to close above here to reference a signal to the upside, which we'll talk about when we get closer. But if we see, a candle break us up and we close above here, we know we're going to head up long. Vice versa, if we close below here, we know we're going to probably head down. So we have to just be patient with Bitcoin right now. But I do think by the end of February, you could buy in now if you plan on holding into March. I don't, there's no problem with that. And I do think we're going to head back up to $40,000, at least above where we currently are right now, as we are starting to set these higher lows. This is a great opportunity to retest $40,000 within Bitcoin. As for Litecoin looks great as well, breaking outside of its bearish fractal right now. It's descending triangle, whatever you want to call it. And I do think we're going to pump up higher, and I can easily see retesting of $192 within probably the near future, maybe into March, but I would say conservatively $170 by the end of February. And then for the S&P 500, guys, we are killing it. This is why I love the S&P 500 so much. After this massive tumble, we came back pumping. Not only that, but we came back so strong that we're retesting all-time highs again. We have never retested a price this high ever before. This price, we've only seen one other time, and it seems like today, when today opens, we're going to head up even higher, and I wouldn't be surprised if we retest this. Now, obviously, I would have felt more comfortable in the market if we stayed above this level right here, or just retested this, but the double bottom was clear as day, and we started to swing back up. So we bought in right around here, December, right around the end of here, and we've literally been riding the gains back up, and we're probably going to head up even higher, closer to $4,000, and easily. Yeah, I can say easily by the end of February, we see prices retest over 4,000 points, on the S&P 500. So we're killing it. I mean, I've invested probably I'd say $18,000 into the S&P 500. You guys were with me when I did so. This was merely back in, I would say, March, maybe the end of February into March pre-COVID. And then we had the big dump, and I bought in more. I had started with 6, put in another 6 at the bottom, and then put in another 6 on the way up. Or actually just recently, 6,000 every year. And last year I was able to put in for 2019 and 2020, and this year I put in for 2021. So us at $18,000, I'm already seeing $21,000. So I've already made $3,000 off of an $18,000 investment. That's incredible gains. and it's conservative, and I feel comfortable putting my money into that for a long-term approach. So I definitely recommend that. I'm no financial advisor. Once again, definitely speak to who you work with that runs retirement funds, or a financial advisor, or your parents for information on that. But it's shown nothing but profit since then, so definitely something to consider. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.